Hi everyone, my name is Sydney and welcome back to my channel. It is week 2 of my 2026 short story challenge where every week I write a new short story from a random prompt and post it on my Substack for free. If that sounds like something you might enjoy, do all the things, hit that like button, subscribe as I post new vlogs weekly. It is currently January 18th at 11:58 a.m. and I have not written a single word of prompt number 15, which is Google is a person you have to talk to if you want to use the internet. Look, y'all, I don't know why I'm procrastinating like I'm back in high school, but I have to get the story written and submitted onto my Substack tonight. So sit back, relax, enjoy my process, and I'll pop back in at the end of the vlog with the lessons I learned this week and to pick next week's prompt. All right, so it's been about like 45-ish minutes, something around there. It's 12:47 p.m. and I am currently at 644 words on prompt 15, which is good, especially since I did not outline this time. So I, excuse me, I decided not to kind of take the lesson that I learned from last week's vlog, which is that sometimes having an outline can be more of a detriment than an actual good thing for you. And so I discovery wrote this initial section. It's not very cohesive. I initially named the character Daryl, after Daryl from The Walking Dead, because I literally could not get that man's name out of my mind. But I think I'm going to instead name him Eli. And right now I have him as a drug dealer, like a amateur, small-time drug dealer who is involved in a shooting. And basically he is trying to save himself, and he's by this highway and is trying to get away from the gunfight. I have not started writing about the AI yet, but yeah, not too bad so far. My sister's actually in town, so I'm actually gonna go upstairs and hang out with her and probably watch a movie. And then I'll probably come back down once I drop her off at her train to finish up and, get the work moving along. As you guys can see, when I went upstairs, I did not get a lot of work done. Me and my sister decided to watch 13 Going on 30. It's one of my favorite movies, and she hadn't seen it in a very long time, so we decided to watch it. And the part that I showed in the vlog is when Jennifer Garner's character was doing the thriller with Mark Ruffalo, and it was just so awkward that we were just cracking up about it. But yeah, I really did not get much done, but that's okay. I got to spend time with my sister and we had a great time. All right, I just got back from dropping my sister off at the train. We had a really great time, which also means that unfortunately, while I was upstairs and hanging out with my sister, I did not get much writing done. I decided to, since I knew I wasn't going to be focused, I decided to have the story that I've written so far up on my Scrivener, of my laptop. And while we were watching the movie, which was 13 Going on 30, by the way, it was so much fun. I was kind of dabbling with writing part of the story on my new books AirNote 5C. I recently got it quite literally yesterday. So I've never had an e-reader before, and I've never like written on one. So I figured I'd see if, you know, if it could work for me. And it was pretty great, but I will say now is not the time to be experimenting with, you know, handwriting a book or handwriting a short story. So I did write a little bit in here, but I'm going to continue drafting, and we'll finish the story up in Scrivener. It is currently, let's see here. It is currently 8:36. So I am basically gonna have to crunch because I waited so long to start writing. But I think I'm in a good place. I know where I want the story to go. So basically what I figured out while I was upstairs was that I wanted Daryl. Daryl's name is now Eli. I wanted Eli to like have gotten shot and he's like kind of bleeding out and he needs help. And his AI assistant, which is, I'm making his AI assistant Google's AI assistant because that's the prompt. The prompt specifically said Google is the person you have to talk to if you want to use the internet. So I'm making Google's AI assistant, Gemini, be the AI assistant that is in his neural implant that he has in his brain. And I'm kind of thinking of it like, what was that episode of Black Mirror? I think it's called The Entire History of You, where they have like, everyone has a neural implant and they can like replay and like they can play memories and like search back into like the literal implant itself and like rewatch things. It's really cool. It's not that deep in my particular short story, but it's a kind of a similar thing, except for the fact that the neural link that he has in his head is tied to Gemini, the AI assistant. And so she kind of just comes up in his brain as like a voice who helps him do things. And I think I'm gonna have her, like, he's bleeding out and she like basically chooses not to help him. I kind of like, you know, I don't know, rogue AI in a way. I like those vibes. So I'll get working on this, and hopefully the next time you guys see me, I will have finished this story and we'll be able to be free of Prompt 15. All right, it is 11:44. Hopefully you guys can see that. And I have just finished, oh, good night, baby. I have just finished the short story for prompt number 15. I have titled it Upgraded. It is about 1,500 words. Oh, I don't think you guys saw it. There you go. 1,500 words. Definitely not as long as last week's story, but I mean, what can you do when you waited 12 hours to actually write the story? It is what it is. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this story posted. All right, with all that out of the way, it is time for me to choose this prompt and then go to bed. So let's get into it. This is my prompt bowl. Once again, I got these prompts from readsy.com. All right, so this is next week's prompt, week 3. Ooh, okay, that's fun. Okay, it is prompt number 25. Write about a character who is preparing to go into stasis for decades or centuries. that's also cool. So definitely better than the prompt I got this week. I don't know if you guys could tell, I was a little bit nervous about writing this story, but it kind of turned out all right, because I've never really written a story with AI or robots, so it was kind of fun. This one's like right up my alley. It's very like human focused, at least in my brain. So all right, good morning, guys. It is Saturday, January 24th. What time is it? It's approximately 3:42 a.m. I don't know why I'm up, but I figured if I'm not gonna be able to sleep, I might as well get some writing done. A few revelations about yesterday before I get started with today's first session is because I'm handwriting, I'm using a longer form method to discovery write these short stories. I realized that I'm kind of running into this issue where I'm just taking a long time to write. I'm already a slow writer, but it's like I'm even slower. So I'm hoping that a really long session in the morning will, help me out and get this draft finished so I can get to editing it and typing it up and getting it published for you guys tomorrow on Sunday. But anyway, let's get it crack-a-lackin'. I've got a monster. Let's do this thing. It's currently 5:22. Hopefully y'all can see that. And so it's been almost 2 hours, but I've gotten this much written. Let me show you. Yeah. Oh, my baby's awake. I don't know if you guys can hear her. But I've got that much written. The only downside to handwriting something is you don't know how many words it is. But I think I'm going to do a quick method of converting this from handwritten to text once I go to edit it later. But yeah, so far it's going pretty well. I have a character by the name of Pearl, and as I initially started writing her story, she's on a beach, she's feeling the beach one last time. And while I did like that beginning, it has kind of shifted a bit. And as I got into the second paragraph, or the bottom half of the page, I've started writing it from the point of view, rather than from a third person point of view of Pearl and what she's witnessing. I started writing it from a letter, or like a log that she keeps about her upcoming journey that she's taking to this planet with her family. And I don't know, it's kind of become a commentary about like humanity and our need to conquer and find these other planets and go and like ruin these other planets. Yeah, I don't know why I decided to write about that, but that's what I've got. So I'm gonna take a break right now. I'm gonna make some coffee and I'll be back. It's 6:37. I didn't get a lot of writing done during the second half or the second session of the morning because I got caught up watching season 4, episode 2 of Industry. It got me caught up in a chokehold, so that's all right. I am going to try to go back to sleep, and I will see you guys a little bit later on in the day when I get up, probably in the late morning, to resume some writing and get my day started. Evening, guys. It is currently 10:59 p.m. And I am just now getting to my second writing session of the day. And yeah, I don't know, the day kind of got away from me. My mom and I and my family and I, we were all preparing to just kind of hunker down due to the storms that are coming to the Midwest. We live in Illinois, so we did a little bit of running around and then came back home so we can kind of lock down for the next couple of days as the storm passes and stuff. But we're not too worried about the storm, but we did just get like snacky food. But anyway, yeah, I'm just now getting to my second writing session of the day. I'm hoping this session I'll be able to finish the story. And I'm still writing it in the like POV of a ship's crew member's log, almost like a verbal or written diary. I'm in my head, I'm like hearing her narrate this, so like out loud. I don't know if any other writers are kind of like that, but like I can only view the character the character experiencing the story in a certain way, like in my head, and that even influences like how I write the actual POV. I don't know what that is, but let me know if you guys like do something similar. I don't know, it could just be me, but anyway, let me get started. I've got some coffee. I'm trying not to go to bed too late tonight because I have to get my toddler in the morning. So yeah, let's see how it goes. All right, actually guys, I forgot that I bought this cute little hourglass from Walmart earlier today, simply because it was purple. But yeah, I'm gonna use this as the my time clock, my timer for this writing session. I don't know if this measures like exactly an hour. I checked the packaging, it didn't say anything, so we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna use this as my my countdown. Little update, guys. I am about this much through the hourglass so far. I've timed about 23 minutes so far on the hourglass, so methinks this is like an actual hour, but we will see. I actually started timing late anyway, so I'll have to do this another time. But yeah, I've just finished basically the discovery draft of this particular short story. I thought I would write more, but it's just not coming to me, and I don't feel like I have to continue writing if I'm done with the story. So I am going to get it typed up here. I've written about a page and a half of handwritten text, so I don't know how many words that is, but I am curious to see. So let's get it typed up in Scrivener and looking all pretty, and maybe I'll finish it tonight. Hi guys, I am very happy because it is only, what time is it? It is only 12:39 and I have just finished typing up this story. Let you guys see it. I don't have a title for it yet. Titles usually come to me when I'm editing, so I'm hoping that once I kind of go through it again, it will be easier for me to figure out what the title is going to be. But yeah, I like it. It's just about this cynical teenager who is preparing to go on a go into stasis for 150 years, and she kind of mad about it. So yeah, kind of fun, a little bit, you know, because of the structure in which I wrote the story, and the structure I wanted to write it. It's a little bit more introspective, which is unusual for me. I typically like to write in third person. I don't particularly like reading first person or writing first person, but it was kind of fun to write in first person after a really long time. But yeah, I am going to go to bed. I'm so happy I got this finished, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the final edits and everything like that. I'm gonna hand the story over to my husband tomorrow, or I guess later on today, so he can review it for me. He didn't get a chance to do that last time because I waited too damn long to write the story, but he will have time this time to actually review it before I put it up. So yeah, you guys have a good night. So let's get into the lessons that I learned over the last 2 weeks. Lesson number 1, do what you need to do when you need to do it. That sentence is basically the TLDR of week 3, or was it week 2? I have no idea why I waited until 12 hours before the story was due to actually start writing. Like maybe I felt like the prompt was a little bit out of my depth because I've never written like an AI or robot story before. But like 12 hours is like really cutting it close, especially for me because I am a slow drafter. And while, you know, the story is not my best work, I got it finished. And I guess that just means no need to rush next time. Just make sure I have enough time to do what I need to do. Lesson number 2. kind of goes along with the first lesson. Time management is the first step to discipline. So deciding to handwrite week 3's short story, log 1, kind of revealed a few things to me about myself. Number 1, I'm actually able to effectively quiet my inner editor when I'm handwriting, which is great. That is what I've been looking for. I want like a distraction-free kind of writing experience, and I was able to do that with my little tablet over here. But another thing it revealed is, just like I'm a slow drafter, like a slow typist when it comes to writing, I'm actually a pretty, I think, fast typist in general, but when like writing specifically, I'm slow. I'm also a slow handwriter. Even though I'm able to write with more flow and get into the flow of things when I'm handwriting, it takes me longer. So I need to start earlier. I don't know what my issue was the last couple of weeks with timing, but whatever. And finally, lesson number 3, sometimes technology can surprise you. Over the last 10 years, I have been seeking like a technological solution that would allow me to write satisfyingly. And one way I really like to write is to handwrite. I love handwriting. My generation, I was born in 1995, so I think I'm in the last year of millennials. I'm not sure, but like we learned cursive. I grew up like partially with a computer, but not my whole life with a computer, that kind of stuff. So I love handwriting, and I was finally able to kind of scratch that itch by getting this thing and using it. I was a little skeptical, especially since it is quite expensive, but I'm really glad I took the risk in getting this thing because it's everything I want it to be and more. I used to have iPads, and I love the iPad. They're very like powerful devices, and if you're already a part of the Apple ecosystem, it's great because they all kind of sync together. But whenever I would go to like use the Apple Pencil and like handwrite and GoodNotes or Notability or whatever I was using, I was just running into issues where I would get distracted and start treating the iPad like it was my phone, because basically that's what an iPad is. It's a gigantic version of your phone. And so I've kind of leaned away from handwriting and kind of just trying to stick with typing things up and writing them that way. But I was just writing so slow. So I'm so glad that I got this thing. This is not a sponsored video, by the way. I don't have enough subscribers for that. But if you guys want a full review of the Boox Air Note 5C, let me know. I don't mind. I don't have it down here, but I also picked up the Boox Palma 2 Pro as well. That is upstairs right now. So if you guys want reviews of those or want to see how I'm using them, let me know. But anyway, with all of that out of the way, let's get into picking next week's prompt. Hope it's a good one. All right. Ooh, okay. It is prompt number 11. Write about a character putting something into a time capsule. Ugh, okay. I'm not too excited about this one. It just seems boring. Like, I don't know. Like, I whenever I get a prompt and whenever I review a prompt, I'm like, I want to get something interesting, because I feel like if I can get something interesting, then I can write something interesting. And I just don't know if I'm going to be able to write something interesting about this. Of course, I'm going to try, because that's part of the challenge, writing regardless. So we'll see how this goes. But I will see you guys next week. I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening, and I'll see you next time. Peace.